Oh no. Sportsman 500 golf cart, dudes. Dudes, pop the hood. Pop the hood. Come on. Come on. What? Full-blown stereo in this bad boy? This is your throttle? You just hold on like this and pull it with your pinky, I suppose? I don't know. Snorkeled. I ordered a hub. They rode this one into, they Elon Musk that one straight to Mars. But dudes, independent rear suspension, Polaris Sportsman 500. Come on, dudes, this is gonna be a fun one. Over. Save it. Okay. Cool. And then when Parker gets back, they can hop in it and drive, and I'll back her out of here. We'll see if we can't get this piece of crap running here in a minute. I don't know why it doesn't want to shift. I don't know if it doesn't have reverse or maybe the... Oh, it's probably just got high in reverse and no low. We'll have to find out. All right, so I got this piece of junk turning over. Let's see if we can get her to start. I think it's got an exhaust on it, so hopefully when we fire it up, I think that's two brothers I'm peeping. Hopefully it'll sound good. Well, that's not good. I pulled the snorkel off right now. As you can see, the middle one's facing up and it goes to the carb. She had some water in her or something. Look at that carburetor, dudes. Unreal. Let's see if she'll fire. Oh my goodness. Come on, you piece of shit. Cranked a minute ago. Hold on, boys. Right, this carb's gnarly. But let's just hope that before we pull it off and clean it, that we can see this piece of shit start. Looks like there could be a kill switch here. Oh, well, that could have something to do with it. Busted an intake with PVC all in it. And the carb's just supposed to go on that. Good God. There you go. There's she on fire. Sweet. I ordered the left side hub. Hopefully these splines ain't ruined. Nah, I think that's gonna go on. So what I'm gonna do, this ring had come out. I'm gonna pop this out with a flathead or a hook, and I'm gonna grease the hell out of it with the grease gun. I'm gonna put it back on. I'm gonna send this hub on with the impact. This sucker's gonna be a roller. My carburetor is gonna be here today, and my intake boot right there is gonna be here today. And we should be riding this sumbitch. Heck yeah, dude. Polaris Sportsman 500 golf crapper. So I've got this keeper out. Push that axle in a little bit. We're gonna grease the hell out of it with this grease gun. Packed her with grease. Pull that out. Push this in. And it'll get finished off with this. Let me do my thing. All right, here's where we're at, boys. The new hub don't want to hammer on. Here's the old one. It doesn't look much like the new one. I wonder if the damn... So I'm using this keeper as a guide, and we're just modifying this hub to be like the one we needed. Time to get at her. I got the hub on there, but it's still a little bit loose. The axle seems to be where the play is. Maybe I need to tighten it up a little bit more. We're gonna get to work on her, boys. Get her running. We're waiting on some lug nuts. I need some like these. I've got them coming because these other ones that were with it, they won't go on. There was some in this glove box. You can set it over there, Bubba. So we've got the intake off the carburetor. As you can see, both of these are kind of cracked. Hopefully the carb will fit in there, and they just did that because the original intake boot was cracked, but we'll see. That carburetor's pretty so we're gonna take it off of there. Maybe pull the line. Remember that one goes on the front of the carb. You might have to use pliers, it's pretty sticky. You want to get it and do this, look, twist it. This other hose the same way. That's for our fuel. So the one with the filter goes to the fuel. See that one right there? Look at that carb, boys. How's that look? Tasty. We'll get a good look at it here in a second. So we're gonna have to do some janky custom stuff like they did. As you can see, this intake, man, oh, that's some water gas. Look at that water gas, boy. Dang. Oh, little red at the end, little rust at the end. We might open this just for fun to take a look. And whenever you guys snorkel something, always know that. Oh my God, look at them wheels. Whoa, y'all thought I was bad. You always want to have this on your snorkel, and the tube socks, just I guess for good measures. They didn't have that on there. They had it like this, sticking out the back, loaded up the carb, jackpot. So it cost me a carburetor. I'm gonna show you guys how to take this off because a lot of people haven't seen one of these. Come here, Parker. Parker as well. So you push the slide open. You want to get this, if you can, get this bad boy up and out. But if not, you can see the little notch right here where it comes out, and then this bad boy comes off of here. Don't lose that, or you won't be able to give her no throttle. This unscrews off of here. That's pretty much it. Then she'll be disconnected once we get this choke side off. So we've got the carb off. You can imagine what the inside looks like. Here's oh, damn it, shot dust at me, dadgumbo. There's a look, I guess, but it's nasty. They have this crappy intake that I'm assuming at one time wasn't roached like this. I'm gonna see if the carb will butt up against there without that, because they probably made it that way. I'm assuming because it hits this rail. So we'll just have to see. Matter of fact, I can check right now with this one, I bet. There should be a carb and an intake in there, Bubba. But I'm hoping they did it because that their boot was ripped. It looks like I could definitely get it on there. Oh, this is the wrong size carb, that's why. These guys have the wrong carburetor. So that's clearly a bigger carburetor. I doubt it was necessary. We're gonna put this one on, and if it ain't jetted right, we'll jet it afterwards, but I think this is gonna be just fine. We're gonna take a look inside of this carburetor that we took off of this Polaris. Maybe we can come up, maybe I can tell you guys a few ways to prevent this from happening. Okay. Not too bad on the inside, really. To prevent this, guys, simply take a Dixie cup or a Solo cup, put it over your Snorkel if it faces up. And whenever you have a four-wheeler or dirt bike, anything that has a tank like this outside, and you don't have the one-way valve on it, then it's gonna get rainwater in it. Also, if that's all you got, it'll get in your tank, go right through your lines, straight into your carburetor if it sits outside long enough. Keep it in mind, boys. All right, so Buster is swapping the new intake. This one was all busted in half. So we got it on, we got the new carb. We're gonna bottle gasoline to it until we see that tank start pumping out fuel. And then once the fuel looks okay, then we'll put the actual fuel line on. Well, I think we could probably try and test start it now. So we're gonna throw the jumper on it. Have Parker staying clear in case this bitch tries to be in gear or something, because I haven't been able to shift it yet. We'll probably have a little accident, but it'll be all right. The choke cable's still stuck. Oh, it's pumping fuel already. So I need to get something to catch this old fuel with, Bubba. This thing needs a full exhaust system, boys. I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. Oh yeah, she runs. So we're gonna run it, and we're gonna dump it's gonna pump all this water gas out of that, which is gonna make our lives easier. Cleaning the gas tank out. I got a good pull on it. I got this auxiliary tank. There she go. I think we need to just chop. I think somewhere in here we can do a chop, a clean chop on the exhaust. It looks as though the shift linkage is off. It needs to be modified in one way or another. Might only have forward gear right now. He's only got 1/2 the linkage on there. We may have to complete that. Well, dudes, I was going to put some gas in this thing, and I thought that was the tank, and then I looked over here and I realized, oh, I got an old CR or YZ dirt bike gas tank up in this mug. Hook that jumper up, bro. I'm gonna see if it'll pump some clear fuel. Hit it. Yep, that looks like good fuel. A new fuel line and filter, fresh fuel, new intake carb. Got the Snorkel seal back up. We had to adjust it a little. We're gonna tie these off together. It'll be pretty fun, dude. I'm excited. Here, take that in there. We'll go in, wash up, take a break, wait for these lug nuts to get here. I don't want to knock her off the jump, off the stand, but yeah. Oh, there she is on her own 4 wheels, boys. Heck yeah. Time to rip her. We go this deep so far. I don't want to put the old sock back on it. Wife went and got me the Duracell at the Sam's Club while she was there. We're gonna get this. Don't touch them both at the same time. You'll be sorry. Undo the negative first, son. Got that new Duracell in there, boy. Yeah. HMF I found wouldn't work. Fire up, Obo. Maximum flow. Let go. Yeah. So we had a fuel leak. The line just kinked on us right here, so we're gonna replace it. I don't know that it goes into reverse, boys. Push it out. Into gear. See if you can get my tunes going. Dudes, look, don't even make me show you my whole system and stuff. I can't have it on because of trademark issues, so check it out. If I stall, you hold this down, back up, boy, I'm about to be out of it. Piece of shit, it almost flipped over. Dude, this thing is a piece of shit, but it's kind of fun though. Oh man, don't make me turn up these 6x9s. This thing needs a big fan right there because it just ain't getting no airflow and the motor's getting hot as hell. I'm probably gonna punch a couple holes on the bottom down here right now with I'm gonna let Parker do it with this bad boy because it needs some airflow. So we're loosening this up to hole punch it for airflow. And what do you know, everything's self-tap. It's all self-tappers up in here, boys. How's that go through there? You welded it in or something? So we got to take it off back here. It might give me more of a hot leg, I'm not gonna lie. Parker finished punching those out for me. It probably will give me more of a hot leg, but it's going to make it to where the make it to where that the damn thing doesn't, the engine doesn't just sit there as hot and roast. So right now as we ride, we have to push this forward. I'm kind of thinking about turning this thing around so that we pull it backward. Does that make sense? So I think we can loosen this up. Sounds like the exhaust came off. What the fuck? What was that? Thought I done blew her up, boys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, get out! Oh, get out!
Oh, shit. Do you need some water? I mean, do you need to get something? Shit.
We gotta tune these snorkels. They still need tuning.
I think that's gonna catch on fire.
Nah. You think, but I know. That's why you're going like this. Make it just stay so it doesn't get sucked in too far. Now let's see what kind of throttle response we got. It's too much. Let's open her up a little. Tune it, tune it. Straddle the stick, which you're never supposed to do. Tune the rope with that duct tape, boys. What's up, boys? Be sure and get up in there. I'm gonna give you a little walk around on this thing. Still got a little bit more to be done to it, you know, for it to be perfectly right. Considering it's a hillbilly golf cart, that's never gonna be the case. If you guys want something that's custom like this, just know you're gonna have to tinker with it a little bit. This is for tinkerers, okay? Go get a Lamborghini golf cart if you want something that's super reliable. It's got a Polaris engine, for God's sakes. Consider that for a minute. What have we got here, boys? Polaris Sportsman 500, two-wheel drive, unfortunately. I believe it's the front half of the golf cart. Somewhere back in here, they decided to weld a four-wheeler Polaris to it. It's got the Polaris rear end. It's snorkeled. Not much to look at under the seat, really. I do like the carbon fiber dash and stuff. They made them a little diamond plate kickboard. It's got a little dual Pioneer stereo in it or something. Some cool racks on it. I really like that front rack. That's handy. Me and Parker were out testing the welds on it, and this one, I mean, typical race car, dude. The roll cages are always falling apart. That's the last thing you worry about on your race car. So guys, be sure and get up in there, like and subscribe. I got all but one radiator hose kit I'm waiting on. The way this has happened to go down. I'll show you guys on the BW build. It's coming up, guys. Appreciate you. Don't give up on me. Still working on it. This has to pay the bills. I got to work on stuff like this. That's what pays the bills, dudes. Appreciate you. Get up in there. Oh, be sure and like and subscribe. Jump on Time Machine ATV's Instagram and give me a follow. This thing's still for sale. Give me $19.50 for it. It's yours. You can go right off into the sunset, man. Merry Christmas style. Appreciate you, boys.